AmFam, today we are playing with the new e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. We're going to do a quick little comparison for you. So I'll put e.l.f. on one side, Charlotte Tilbury on the one side. We'll take a look and then we'll do full face and I'll give you my thoughts. Let's get into it. Okay, so Charlotte is going on the right. I put my first impressions up with the e.l.f. on my YouTube shorts and a lot of y'all said that the Charlotte was too orange, too warm. And this is gonna be one of those situations where it's just gonna be a preference. Me personally, I prefer to err more so on the warmer side. However, something else to keep in mind, this isn't a full coverage foundation. It's not even marketed as that. It is more so marketed as something that goes up under your foundation. But you know me, I break the rules, I do whatever I want. That is not how I would wear it, just simply because I do have oily skin and I don't need any additional help with the glow factor. I got that built in on my own, you know what I mean? So as far as me, how I would wear this, I would wear this just as is. My skin, but better, makeup, no makeup look, because I'm to the place now where I am over trying to just work against my natural glow, and now I just have the mindset of working with it. So as far as for me, how I prefer to wear it, I'd wear it just like this, not under foundation, keep it pushing. So this is the Charlotte side on the right side of my face. Of course, now I do feel when I first initially put it on, I was like, holy crap, that is a little bit warm on the orangey side. But like I said, it's not a foundation, so therefore all over the face, it's fine. I've been wearing this for quite some time now and I do enjoy it. And the shade that I got is 7. I would have gotten shade 6, however, it was out of stock, so I just grabbed this one. Okay, so this is our Charlotte Tilbury side. Wiping off my brush here. Now we'll roll on over to e.l.f. and this is in the shade number 6, deep tan. So of course the e.l.f. side is nowhere close to as warm as the Charlotte Tilbury. This one I feel is more so on the neutral side, which again, not a big deal because neither of these are going to be giving you like a full coverage moment. But I did notice that with the e.l.f., it's thicker in consistency, okay? The shade, it's not as warm, and this does give more coverage, which I found very, very interesting because like I said, they're not even marketed as a foundation. It's more so supposed to add a little bit of glow to your skin under your foundation or alone. So, and I feel, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I do feel that the e.l.f. side is more reflective. Like I feel like it has a little bit more glow to it than the Charlotte Tilbury side, all right? So now we have them both side by side. So this is our Charlotte Tilbury side over here, and then this is our e.l.f. side. I'll zoom you guys in so you can see my face. Again, I have oily skin, I have acne prone skin, and I have texture. So yeah, I definitely feel that e.l.f. is giving more glow. Now, as far as both of them side by side, can you tell a difference? Nope. You can't tell a difference. Okay, so now that we have seen them both side by side, I'm just gonna really quickly just wipe off the Charlotte Tilbury side, put the e.l.f. on, a little concealer, and then we'll talk about it. All right, so going in really quickly with the e.l.f. And again, you guys, you utilize the product the way it works best for you and your skin, okay? And both of these products, super easy to blend out. Personally, I would use a brush just because of the nature of the product and the consistency. Like I said, you're not looking to get crazy coverage with it, you know what I mean? However, if you want to make sure that you are getting the most product on your face as possible, I would use a brush just simply because a sponge is going to soak this up big time. Alrighty, so now we have it all over my face, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling like a disco ball, okay? So what we're gonna do next is throw in some concealer. We'll hit a little first impressions really quickly. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light. I had put up a post on my community tab asking if you guys want to see a review on this or Sephora collection. Sephora collection, best skin ever, won by a landslide. However, my Sephora didn't have it in there. I'm just kind of like, okay, this is a Sephora product. You would think that they would already have it in there, but nope, they didn't. So I'm gonna try another one tomorrow. Either way, I'll get it. We'll have reviews on both of these. I cannot tell you guys the last time I purchased anything from Too Faced. So this is a serum concealer, and it is definitely giving serum vibes. I got the shade Caramel Drizzle. I low-key want to go back and revisit the Born This Way. Not this one, of course, the first one that came out, revisit that one, because I don't remember why I didn't like it. But for some reason, I know it just didn't sit well on me when it first came out, but I might, maybe that's would be a cool video. Go back and revisit products that didn't work for me. See how I like them now, because sometimes, like, just when your makeup taste changes, you might like things that you used to didn't like in the past. I don't know, this seems like, I don't think I'm gonna get good coverage with this. Let's see. The only thing about serum concealers is, in theory, it sounds like a great idea, right? Like, oh, you know, it's gonna be light under the eyes. And yes, it is light. But what, man, when I tell you I look like a freaking disco ball right now, glory. Anywho, it sounds like a good idea in theory, but what I have found with serum concealers is that they tend to move around just because they are so slippery. But that's all right. We're gonna set this. What do I want to set this with today? Let me try to use, making sure I rotate my things. I'll use my Huda, my mini Huda powder. I hate loose powder. Anyone else hate loose powder like me? Not that they're bad, they're just messy. Like, just the mess of it all, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. I still haven't repurchased my LYS powder yet because I'm trying to just make sure I work through what I have first. But this. Okay. Okay, now comes the part where you gonna have to do you, okay? I utilize these products as a skin tint, basically, okay? If you have drier skin, you can probably handle just leaving it as is. But for me in my house, I cannot do that. I have to set this, okay? So I am going to set it. I'll throw on a little bit of bronzer first. Let's go with NARS bronzer. And I'm just gonna take that same sponge to blend it out. Taking a break from my Makeup by Mario skin enhancer, because y'all know I have been loving that and I have already hit pan on it. So I'm like, okay, let me utilize my other cream bronzers. That's my ish. So the only way that I would ever walk around like this would be if I was doing a photo shoot and it called for me to just be uber glowy like this. But like I said, for me in my house, no ma'am, no way, no how. Okay, so to set this, I think I want to use my Laura Mercier Deep. Yes. This brush feels incredible. It's called, yeah, the Squirrel Brush. Shout out to the homie Jermaine for giving me this. Love you, girl. You the best. Okay, so this is what we are looking like. So even with me setting it with the powder, I still feel like my skin does look glowier than usual than if I were to use a powder foundation, obviously, or a liquid foundation. So this is what the face is looking like. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup and then we're gonna talk about them. Totally off topic here, but I accidentally put on too much blush. However, this blush is my new obsession. So this is the Neo Nude Armani blush, and this is in the shade 45. Again, Jermaine was an influence for this. Good pick, girl, good pick. I'm obsessed. Okay, let's talk about everything here. All right, so Charlotte versus e.l.f. Here's the first thing I want to say, okay? So Charlotte Tilbury was the first to come out with this type of product, all right? This product was very, very unique to her just simply because no one else has done it, all right? We all know in the makeup world, brands are always going to dupe other brands. While I get that and I understand it, you can look at it two ways, where imitation is a form of flattery, or yo, you just jacked my whole idea. Because for me, as someone who is an artist, as a creative who's always thinking and coming up with things, I'd be a little salty, okay? I'm just saying, like, even me purchasing this, because this is such a unique product and I know firsthand that they jacked her, I was kind of like, oh, because Charlotte Tilbury is one of my favorite brands. Top 5 easily, hands down. However, it's just one of those things. It happens all the time. It has been happening. Lord have mercy. Makeup Revolution, they are the freaking queens of duping other brands, you know? So it gets kind of icky, but I get it, but it's still kind of at the same time. Anywho, this, I believe the price point for this is $45. This is $14. So obviously, yeah, e.l.f. is going to be significantly cheaper. Now, here's the deal. When you have both of these on your face side by side, it's going to be identical. I can say 100% that e.l.f. is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, okay? Now, if we're going to get nitpicky, you guys know I'm going to give you the true tea 100%. If I have to choose between the two, I'm going with Charlotte, but here is why. My only hang up with this, I feel, it pulls more metallic than the Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like the Charlotte Tilbury adds glow. This is going to add glow, but it's also going to give you that extra punch of metallic, which, like I said, for me and my oily skin, however, once everything is all powdered and said and done, does it look good? Yes, absolutely. However, I'm just personally not a fan of how metallic this is on me. So it says a glow booster for radiant skin. They ain't lying. Again, do I think this is a good product? It is good. It's going to do the exact same thing as the Charlotte Tilbury. Just be mindful if you are someone like me that does have oily skin. And when I say oily skin, I don't mean the girls are like, oh, well, you know, I get a little greasy in the summertime. I'm like, no, baby. Oil all year long. It could be 0 degrees outside and I'm still like, oil's gonna push through on me, okay? Like my true oily skin girl. Editing Amber here. Please, 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 if you are new to me, I'm going to ask you that you please honor my personal preference. I do not use primers. When I say primers, I'm talking about mattifying primers, oil control primers. I do not use them on me. I don't personally see a difference, so therefore, I am not going to use a primer with this, okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Just like I appreciate and honor your preferences as well. Now, if I had to tell you which one of these to get, which one, go get this one, just simply because it's more affordable. And then you also have to ask yourself, how often am I going to be using this? I don't use this on a regular basis, okay? Like I said, this is like a more of a glowier skin tint moment for myself. Honestly, the main reason why I got it was just simply because I was trying to determine if I wanted to add it into my kit or not. I always like to try things on myself first before I make my decision, and I just started using it, and I like it as a makeup, no makeup skin tint situation. I mean, we can't sit here in front, even with the e.l.f. on right now, by the time you get all your stuff on, it legit looks like I have a full face of makeup on, and I do not. So again, if you can get past the extra metallic boost that this is going to give you, get it. It's $14. It's going to do the exact same thing, okay? That is going to wrap up my thoughts, my opinions on it. I will have a review on the Born This Way concealer. First impressions, not a fan. Just kind of meh, not a fan of it. And the eye look will be up as well. Do you guys like shorts? Okay, I already know how I feel about short form content. I am not a fan, okay? However, the algorithm gonna do what the algorithm gonna do. That's the mindset that I have. I already have recorded this eye look. I just don't know if I'm gonna put it up as a short or a regular upload, but y'all are the ones that matter. So let me know down below in the comments what you prefer. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it simple, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.